On today's episode of You Reap What You Sow, a Soros-backed district attorney who is soft on crime is carjacked with his mother at gunpoint. Yo, look, man, I'm sorry this happened to you, and I wish it didn't, but this is the world you have created. And I'm sure many people are going to laugh because it's what you've advocated for. It's what you've imposed on other people. And now it's being imposed on you. But hey, all I can say is I'm glad you're getting to live by the rules that you decided you should live by. Maybe now you'll understand. But I do think as many people will celebrate in Schadenfreude over what happened, you need to understand this dude probably likes it. Yes. You see, in your mind, you can't imagine enjoying being carjacked. The sad reality, this guy probably does. I mean, not literally he's celebrating, woo, I got carjacked. He's like, it's working. It's working. My plan is working. The fact that he got carjacked at gunpoint, he's thinking to himself, I'm getting it done. It's working. The destruction of the cities around us. You think these people don't have a plan? You think that they don't do these things for a reason? They do. And while he personally may be annoyed that it happened to him, because it's supposed to happen to you, it just shows him what he's doing works. Let's read this story. We got this from Fox 8 Live. They say Orleans Parish DA Jason Williams and his 78-year-old mother were carjacked at gunpoint on Monday night. OPDA confirms that DA Williams and his 78-year-old mother were carjacked at gunpoint as he was helping her into the car. DA Williams and his mother were unharmed and both thanked the NOPD for their hard work tonight and every night responding to crime victims. New Orleans police say two armed suspects demanding the keys from Williams' black Lincoln Navigator around 10 p.m. Williams and his wife Elizabeth appeared unharmed while discussing the night's events with NOPD. When asked about the carjacking by a Fox reporter, he said, it's been a long night. I'll get with you in the morning. I introduce you via the Washington Examiner to Jason Williams, the Soros-backed DA in New Orleans who protects criminals over citizens. And this is from January of 2022. It may have taken him some time to experience the world that he created, but now DA Jason Williams is, well, he's the target. They say these Soros-backed DAs have enacted reforms that eliminate mandatory minimum prison time, fines imposed on criminal defendants, and jailing juvenile delinquents and small-time drug offenders. More often than not, these policies have corresponded with dramatic increases in crime in their respective cities. New Orleans is no different. Before Williams became district attorney, New Orleans already faced significant challenges in homicides and violent crime. In fact, Louisiana has long been one of the nation's worst states in this metric. According to U.S. News and World Report, it had a homicide rate of 19.9 per 100,000 people. Yet given these alarming numbers, upon entering office, Williams, just like his Soros-backed DA brethren, decided the best way to combat one of the highest murder rates in the country was to put more criminals back on the streets. The statistics from his first year are jaw-dropping. Take for it what you will, my friends. I have this video. I'm not going to play it for you because that's not what I do on this channel. Ian Miles Chong says, look at all the cowardly men who just stand by and watch as this happens. What would you do in this situation? I don't do these videos to play videos of shock content for you. Sorry, you can go on Twitter and find this. I make videos to talk about the philosophical questions and moral questions. And in this video, I will describe a man and a woman apparently just went shopping. Several young black men are behind them. Everyone in the video is black. I'm not trying to make this a racist thing. A race-based thing, right? The left will make those arguments. No, the woman and the man who are walking after going shopping appear to be black, and there's some black men behind them. And so they run up, punch the woman in the back of the head, knocking her to the ground, while the man who's with her just stands and watches, and they scream at him to get back. In this short video, it's only 24 seconds long, we don't see him do anything. But Ian Miles Chong says, look at all the cowards. What would you do in this situation? Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll tell you what I'd do. If I was in New York and I saw a bunch of men jump and beat a random woman and start stealing her stuff, you want to know what I'd do? You keep walking. I got no problem saying that. Is that you calling me a coward? I don't care. You can call me whatever you want. I don't care. In New York, you will go to jail if you try and defend someone else. We know this. And the people in New York choose to live by these rules, and I'm not getting involved. And I understand that's how most people feel. However, that's not what this video shows, is it? This video shows a man with the woman and presumably his girlfriend. But let's break this one down. Let's break this one down. I'll show a little bit so you can see the man and the woman right here, right? The man and the woman right here appear to be walking together. It might not be a man, to be completely honest. It may be another woman. I think it's a man. But anyway, let's operate under the assumption that you got a man on the right and a woman on the left. Seems like it, right? Is this guy dating her? And if he is, how long has he known her? Because these are questions too. Not questions as for how I'd behave, but questions as to how they'd behave. Let's say you like met a woman at a bar and you're like, we'll go hang out. And then you go hang out and she wants to go shopping and you buy stuff and you're carrying stuff for her. And you don't really know her that well and she gets hit. You're going to be like, dude, this is crazy. I imagine these people in New York, they ain't going to step up for anybody like that. Now, if it were me and I was with someone, was my girlfriend, and someone ran up and hit her, yo, it's berserker mode. There's no question. Like, I don't know, I might die. It depends on what these criminals are doing. You screaming in my face something about get back, what are you going to do about it after you hit my girlfriend is just like, I'm not thinking about the words you're saying, I'm swinging. There's no question about it. It's berserker mode. You know, you want to be calm, collected, and rational. If I was in West Virginia and someone snuck up behind me and my girlfriend and punched my girlfriend in the back of the head, I would probably have my weapon drawn, screaming at them to get on the ground and get back as I tried to, protect and help my girlfriend. If I was in West Virginia and I was walking down the street and I saw a guy run up and punch a woman in the back of the head who was with her boyfriend, I would probably yell something, lighter intervention. I don't know about drawing up in the circumstance, but you may have to, and it's tough. My point is simply this. In a place like West Virginia or Florida, and I think a lot of people commented something similar, no problem defending the person who's been attacked because you know that you're not the bad guy here and no one's going to hold it against you for trying to protect someone who was just attacked unprovoked. Now, you better believe it's like you attack my girlfriend in a place where I'm armed. Bad things are going to happen. I will protect the life of others from a violent, vicious attack like this. But more to the point, I bring this up in the context of the DA in New Orleans is to talk about the social decay. This is what we're witnessing. It's what's happening. It's what they are creating. A world in which you can watch, this guy's going to watch his girlfriend. I'm assuming it's a guy. Again, it could be a woman. I don't know. Maybe two women went shopping together. Watch this woman get hit while they laugh and say, take it all. And then you do nothing. Why would you? The Soros DAs are going to lock you up in prison for the rest of your life. They're going to mercilessly beat you. And everyone around you will say, just leave me out of it because they're cowards. I don't want to live in that world. Imagine a world like that. You know you're innocent. You know you're the good guy. But everyone around you says, hey, man, I don't want to get involved because they'll do that to me next. Cowards. I'd rather live in a world where if I stood my ground to protect the innocent, everyone around me would be like, good for you. I'd have done the same. That's why I live in West Virginia. And that's why I don't live in New York City. I'm assuming it's New York. That's why I don't live in New Orleans. I've never even actually been to New Orleans. Maybe we should go down there, take a visit. Something like, Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras, and we'll see everyone throw the beads or whatever. But this is it. This is why people feel schadenfreude. When this DA gets carjacked. This video explains basically why. Now, I know it's not the same place. It looks like New York. But it's because we're sick and tired of being victimized by criminals, and the criminals are let go. It is anarcho-tyranny. These DAs support the crime. It is the invert. It is. I'm sorry. Look, LGBT for Palestine. It is psychotic nonsense. It is chaos. It is darkness. It is evil. It is illogic. What do we seek? Order, protection for the innocent. What do they seek? Anything that destroys. How could it possibly be that they release the criminals and imprison the victims? Because they're wacky, mirror, inverted world people. In Palestine, it's illegal to be gay. In Gaza specifically. If you are caught or convicted, you don't even have to be caught if they have evidence in some way, that you are LGBT, 10 years in prison. There you go. Bye. Have a good one, I guess. 10 years in prison. And these people support it. They actively support it as though that's not the case, but it is. These DAs release criminals and imprison victims. It seems like everything's backwards, doesn't it? That's why I'm telling you, this DA probably is happy they got carjacked. And you don't want to believe it because your brain doesn't work that way, but theirs is exactly this. He's thinking, I'm glad this happened to me and I hope it happens to others. So you can laugh at them all you want. They're succeeding. Like when they send these migrants to other states, I'm glad it's having an impact, but all you're doing is sending the illegal immigrants deeper into the country. It's not fixing anything. It may be raising awareness. That could lead to some things getting fixed because now the Democrats are freaking out. But immediately on its face, it's actually just putting more illegal immigrants deeper into the country. So there you go, man. There's your Friday Schadenfreude. I'll leave it there. Next segment's coming up at 4 p.m. on this channel. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you all then.